swollen.
In Palm Beach County, experiencing some 3,500 power outages. Well, let's go now to our Will Manso standing by in Boca Raton with more for us on conditions, and it looks like the rain has picked up. Will.
Hi, Calvin and Lori. It's one of those things that over the last couple of hours since we've been here in Boca Raton, it's been a lot of rain, then no rain, and at this moment right now we're getting a light drizzle, and I'm not sure you can tell because it's getting darker out here. We're in an area called Boca Square, which is very close to like Meisner Park, FAU, just about a mile or two away from that area if you're familiar with the Boca Raton area. And you can see right now conditions has actually calmed down a bit, but as Glenna was doing her report, we were getting some squally weather and some wind and rain, and that's really been the case for the last couple of hours. We took a drive around town here in Boca Raton. We went to a popular area where a lot of tourists hang out there. It's called South Beach Pavilion. We saw a lot of people out and kind of taking pictures, but that was about 2 hours ago. In the last hour, you've seen a lot less of that as the wind and the conditions have worsened a bit. But still, when you drive around this area, you see all the businesses closed down. Earlier, there were a couple of restaurants open, but when we took a drive around 5 o'clock, everything was closed. There were no gas stations open. There were no gas available. There were no restaurants open. We saw one little food mart open, and that was it. And for the most part, other than some sightseers that wanted to go out and just take pictures and kind of take a look at Mother Nature and its force for themselves, it has been very quiet here in Boca Raton. We do know that following what Betty and Max have been saying, that we do expect conditions to worsen here over the next couple of hours, and we do expect to see some significant winds. The good news is, though, as we drove around, most of the hotels, most of the homes in the area here in this particular neighborhood, and most of the businesses were boarded up, shuttered up either with boards or with shutters themselves. A lot of accordion shutters in this neighborhood. So it's been very quiet, and for the weather itself, we haven't seen that much wind so far, just some gusty conditions at times. We have seen some rain, though, and as has been the case, I think, with all our reporters that are around the coast of Florida right now, you get that quick rain really fast for about 2 minutes. You get soaked, and then all of a sudden it stops like it does now. And now all of a sudden, as we get a little bit of wind, you see a little bit more rain, and I'm sure in the next couple of minutes it'll pick up even more. So that's the situation here at Boca that we've been following. We're going to go out in the next few minutes and go closer to the areas we were earlier over by the shore, by the beach. We're only about a mile away from that right now to get a better sense of what's going on now. If things have quieted down with people out there kind of sightseeing and taking pictures, which you hope is the case. We saw police around there as well, trying to make sure they maintain control. They weren't stopping people who were kind of taking pictures, but they were there just in case anybody wanted to jump out in the water or do anything silly around the shore. We didn't see any of that, fortunately. I know there have been reports up and down the coast of people surfing. I didn't see any of that here in Boca Raton. For the most part, very quiet. For the most part, people indoors where they should be throughout the night. We'll be here throughout the night, Lori and Calvin. Again, we're going to go over to the shore. We're going to also go to Deerfield Beach, not too far from here, the Deerfield Beach Pier, see what's going on there and bring you reports throughout the night.
We appreciate your time. Thanks a lot, Will.
We now have a